We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs.
Yo, what's happening? Channel 6 podcast on a Sunday night. Postmasters tournament. On the edge of the NBA play-in. On the edge of the NHL playoffs. How y'all doing tonight?
Living it up. Live and in charge, baby.
Hey, man, doing good.
We got Mr. Polo Smith, Miles, back in the building tonight. Finally,
yeah. Man, Hyundai take a lot of my time.
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's where the money at, man.
That's it.
We got Isaac Martinez, Mr. Zero Cool in the building.
That's it. What's up?
The king of Channel 6 Uncut.
That's not me. That's y'all.
Oh,
just a bystander.
Tecmo CEO Mike, he'll be on in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get it started. Gotta start it with a damper. Former LSU receiver KYREN LACY, age 24, was found dead in Houston. Supposedly of suicide. He was supposedly a first or second round pick in the NFL draft, but of course he got in some legal trouble with a hit and run. He was actually had a grand jury hearing this week.
I think it was
about
tomorrow.
it.
Yeah, I think Mitchell said tomorrow.
Yeah, Monday. The actual charges was negligent homicide, felony hit and run with death and reckless operation of a vehicle, which happened back in December.
Right.
Killed a 78-year-old man, Herman Hall, and there was two others injured in the wreck, and also he left the scene. Sounds familiar, kind of like Henry Ruggs.
Yeah,
not Henry Ruggs, but the guy from Greece, among other people. So more than likely he couldn't deal with what he done. I'm thinking he more than likely thought his career was going to be over. I'm only speculating, but he took his life as basically he knew he screwed up. He couldn't face what he done. But let me get y'all thoughts on the situation.
man, I feel the same way you said, the same way you did. And what he the receiver earlier in the year that Brian Kelly cussed out on the sideline like in their first game?
I don't remember.
Yeah. So he probably like you said, he probably felt like his career was over. And that's probably why he went and did it. That's the only thing I could figure. And then it's crazy you mentioned Henry Ruggs. I see something about he finna get out.
Yeah, he's eligible for parole next year. Will he get it? We'll see, but he is eligible for parole next year.
What is the deal with these youngsters that's in the NFL or in the college football? Because you don't hear about this with no basketball players, no baseball players or whatever. It's always a college football player out there riding the streets, thinking they fast and furious, speeding like a demon. What's going on, man? What it is? Jalen Carter did it. I mean, the boys from Georgia get started every year about 50 million times.
Hey, y'all gotta quit giving them Hellcats.
What is it? What is it?
Actually, it's the track hawks that they riding technically, which is basically a Hellcat truck.
Right.
Pretty much, but these kids ain't used to having anything. They coming in the money, so now they buying these cars 9 times out of 10 before they got these like Miles say get a Hellcat or a Super B or a Track Hawk, whatever they get, Mustang GT, however. They probably either didn't have no car at all. They was riding around in a beater before. So now, you know, they don't know how to act. But just like everything else, you know, first thing they teach you when you driving, of course, y'all know you got to respect that vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah, but
And
that's
then they
sad though,
think
man.
yeah.
But I think I really think what happened was I think he realized what the time would have been, because I think they said the minimum was 10 years.
Ooh.
If you would have got charged. And then I was reading online where he could have got off with like a fine if depending on his lawyer, if his lawyer would have been like a top-notch lawyer or whatever, since he was going into the draft. But I think that the realization of him being locked up for that long, plus the weight of, you know, killing an innocent person, I think it got to him.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
Which is sad, bro, because you know, you get into them situations, bro. You know, that's something you can't take back. Man, there's no come back from that.
Nah.
At all. And like he didn't even. I don't like that he's not gonna get to face his well, of course he got to face his judgment in the afterlife or whatever. But I don't like that he get to face whatever he had coming to him on earth. And then the thing is, like we just talked about with Henry Ruggs, he already might be out of jail pretty soon, depending on how his parole hearing go. So,
and
he's 25 years old. His life wouldn't have necessarily been over, but he still should have went to court just to see what would have happened, see how it would have played out.
But you want to know what crazy with that Henry Ruggs thing? I actually think he probably gonna get out because you know Derek Carr been going to see him. I know Devontae Smith. They said Devontae Smith been going to see him, and somebody else from that Alabama team been going to. I want to say Nick Saban been going to see him.
Yeah.
So
what's gonna probably happen? You know, he probably been doing his little rehabilitation inside the jail. He probably gonna work out some type of settlement with the family, and that's gonna look good. And that's how he gonna get out.
Yep. That's what I think. That's what I think gonna happen. I think because it's too much.
Wouldn't be the first person. Go ahead.
Yeah, because there's too much steam behind Henry Ruggs getting out. Because I saw it. Where I saw it? I want to say Black Sports Online had put it out there where I saw it first. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much steam behind.
Wouldn't be the first.
He won't be.
He wouldn't be the first person to get back in the NFL after killing somebody anyway. Unfortunately,
right.
I mean, so they feel these owners and GMs feel like if you got talent, they'll find somewhere to put you, as long as you ain't killing dogs.
Right. Basically.
That's the only thing they trip off of. It seemed like, I don't know. But let's see what else happened. Rory McIlroy won the Masters. He was one of the favorites. This is his first career Grand Slam, right?
Yep, he the first person to get the Grand Slam since Tiger.
Yeah.
So he done won every major tournament. He done won.
Yeah. Tiger Woods last did the Grand Slam 2000. It took McIlroy 72 holes plus a 1-hole playoff, and he did that against Justin Rose to win.
Yeah. And then I did see yesterday when I got off, they were talking about all those live guys playing in the tournament. Man, they basically said, and we have Cliff back on, maybe he can talk about this. They basically said live is about over with. It's almost done. Cause they cause don't nobody watch it. Don't nobody watch it.
Once it seemed like the best deal they could get was CW, it was a wrap.
And then like you got what's his name, Bryson DeChambeau, who he a good golfer. You seen today, he was in the final pairing with Rory, but then he just choked. Because him and Rory was -12 to start the day, and then dude just choked. I mean, he choked. I think he finished like -7, something like that.
Yeah.
But they got some good guys on tour. So that rumor about Brooks Koepka coming back to the PGA Tour, I believe it's true. I believe it's true because I don't think Freddie Couples gonna put that out there if he ain't done talk to the man.
Yeah.
So
and it seemed like that TGL got more exposure this year than damn Live.
Yeah, and I ain't know nothing about it, which is crazy.
Yeah, but what helped with TGL, you know, they was on ESPN. You know, that ESPN exposure gonna help every time. CW, unless you got you about gotta have a antenna to get CW.
Yeah.
Unless you get a certain package or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a hard. Even though it's a free channel, it's a hard channel to get. What's going on, mate?
What's up, Mike?
What it do, fam? What it do?
What's up? But you speaking on like you say, Live might be a flop. It's looking like them Saudis done moved on already. Cause I mean, you see they about to start that new boxing organization.
That's the one. That's the one. Dana White and
Dana White. Yeah.
Dana White and what's his name? Nick Khan. Yeah.
So between the boxing organization, they got the soccer thing going on, and they got the relationship with WWE, of course. They ain't gonna miss nothing if Liv drop off. And hell, I don't know what happened with the rumor, but I know it was a rumor out there one time that they was trying to buy the WNBA.
So I
never heard that one.
Yeah, we'll see because I'm thinking low key the NBA trying to get it out from under them.
I see that.
They lost $40 million last year. That's why I'm laughing. They saying they talking all that Caitlin Clark stuff, but they lost the most amount of money last season that they ever lost. Exposure don't mean shit if you ain't making money.
Man. And man, I know they lost money because they TV package, you know, they on ESPN. I think they on CBS Sports. I want to say they come on.
They on Tubi, dog.
And they on Tubi. Dog. I'm finna tell you right now. I'm on. Let's see. No, I gotta do it on the other one.
And on Ion Television, they got a package on
They
Ion
on
Television.
That's right. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I want to say on their NBA package, they WNBA package on YouTube TV. I want to say that thing like number like might be $9.99, dog.
That's it.
Yeah. For like, I think you only pay like, I want to say like, unless you pay for it all in full, I think it's like 4 payments of $9.99. So basically, $40 for their whole season package.
Trash.
Yeah, and I don't even get that package because hell, between Bounce TV, which is free,
Right.
between Bounce TV and FanDuel, hell, I can see all the Atlanta Dream Team games for free, and then ESPN and CBS, and like I say, Ion and Tubi got all the rest got all the big games. So I mean,
and then on Ion, it's crazy. When I watched some of their games last year, that's supposed to be like they TNT.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be like they TNT.
Yeah, and then I don't know if I got that Chicago channel CHGO. That's the name of the channel, and that channel they'll show nothing but Bulls and Chicago Sky games.
Yeah, I know it's talking about. Well, you know why they had to separate.
They got a Philly channel like that too. What's up?
Yeah, the Cubs got their own station now. What's the name of that? I forgot the name. Because you remember the Cubs used to be on WGN.
Yeah,
but they on their own little thing now. I forgot the name of the station now. But yeah, all these teams seeing like, man, we gonna get our own TV. Like the Houston Rockets did it, I think. Get their own TV network. Nuggets. I think the Mavericks did it.
Yeah, that's what the Hawks did with that Peachtree TV. Like I say, that Peachtree TV is basically Bounce TV. When Bounce TV gets ready to show the sports program, and the channel just the logo at the bottom of the screen just switches over to Peachtree, and that's when like I say, the Hawks and the Braves, and they show the Hawks, the Braves, the Dream, and Georgia Tech on there.
Football, basketball, George said.
Basketball. Yeah, because hell, I think CW got the ACC football package, don't it?
They do. They got the ACC. I remember watching the last season. They got the ACC and they got whatever Washington State and Oregon State got. So I guess whenever the fake Pac-12 get back together, I guess they're gonna be on CW.
What teams they trying to put for the Pac-12?
It's supposed to be Boise State. Who else?
Talking about for football?
Yeah, Boise
State, San Diego State,
is
Fresno State, Utah State, and
so basically teams from the Mountain West.
Yeah, it's the Mountain West team. It's 7. I mean, it's 5 total going to the Pac-12 to make it a total of 7 teams. UTEP going to the MAC. I mean, UTEP going to the Mountain West.
Yeah, UTEP going to the Mountain
West. And Northern Illinois going to the Mountain West. The only reason I know this is because I do that on college football every time I do my little season.
Good thing, yeah. Because they really, from what I read, they really want UNLV, but if you get UNLV, it's some kind of stipulation they got. If you take UNLV, you got to take Nevada too.
Yuck.
But I don't know. I still don't think the Pac-12 would be a power conference.
No, and then I know another rumor. They said you might see the Pac-12 try to get Stanford and Cal back.
Well, they got to be they have to have it. They have to have at least 8 teams by next year, not this year, but the 2026 season.
Yeah, and you would have to with those teams you named, you would have to get at least like a Stanford or a Cal, and
yeah, they both a West Coast team. It makes sense.
Yeah, and for some drawing power too.
Yeah,
for TV wise, because the main reason these teams is joining up is for TV money, really.
Yep. Well, Stanford got a lot of teams
they can get.
But I won't be shocked. Stanford try to stay in the ACC, man.
Why you say that?
Because they got a lot of problems right now. Like well, y'all saw Frank Wright, the new head coach. Well, for 1 year he gonna be the head coach of
Uh,
Stanford.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because they fired the coach who was already there. They just fired him, I think, about 2 weeks ago. They fired. Well, they made Andrew Luck fire him, basically. And so Andrew Luck got to go on a whole year looking for a head coach, basically. And so, and then they say Stanford, they got money, but they ain't got money like that to probably get a high profile young coach that really want to go there, because you got too many restrictions. You know, you kids got to have certain academic standards. You know what I'm saying? So, and let's be real, a lot of recruits don't want to go. I mean, Stanford. I mean, be real about it. Like I tell folks, that job, Jim Harbaugh and what was the black dude name that was the head coach there? Uh,
David Shaw.
David Shaw. Man,
Yeah.
they did amazing work there. Trust me on that.
Mm.
They did amazing work there. But I don't know. Stanford, I mean, they go to Pac-12. I mean, we don't think about them in the ACC. It's possible, but I wouldn't be shocked if they stay in the ACC.
Let me
Yeah.
ask your opinion. You bring up Andrew Luck, right? Let
Mm-hmm.
me ask you your opinion on all these current or former athletes being GMs for these programs. Like you got Andrew Luck, the GM, the football GM at Stanford. Trey Young just became the GM of basketball at Oklahoma. And then Adrian Peterson still is. He became the first GM for football at Georgia Southern. So how you think putting these type of players in these roles gonna work, especially an active player in Trey Young, for Trey Young example, who's still an active player in the league.
Boosters. That's what it's
Boosters.
for. It's
To
for
try
the
to
money,
get
man.
to try to get more players within that area to come play for the school. I think that's why all schools are doing
Cause,
what they're doing when it comes to active players, is to get them to try to get these athletes in there, man.
mhm.
I mean,
And then
look at what Colorado doing, right? They got all these professional athletes as coaches and staff, and I mean, it looks good as far as like, oh look, we have alumni or we have professional athletes, and then obviously, like I think it's really for the boosters to try
yeah,
to get more money. I mean, yeah, Adrian Peterson, not Oklahoma Adrian Peterson, but I'm talking about the Georgia Southern Adrian Peterson we talking about, right?
mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah,
because they both have the same name. Just so people out there can know who we really reference when we say Adrian Peterson. He was a GSU legend from here. You know what I'm saying? So you bring somebody like that back who's got NFL experience as well, because he was in the NFL for a minute and he had a few good
10 years.
seasons. Mm-hmm. Because he was with Chicago, right?
Yeah, he was
Chicago and
there.
Seattle.
Yeah, and then you take him back to GSU. Obviously he's gonna put funds into the program, right, to try to make it better, get more stuff, and then you're gonna want to bring the recruits to be like, look, we got a legend, we got an alumni, he's a pro. He could tell you the same spiel. He could tell you how to get to the NFL, what you need to get to the NFL, so on and so forth. I think that's all it is. Even with the coaches,
Yeah.
like with the Vicks and the Deshaun Jackson, is like, I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. It's just
That's all of them. That's all of them.
it's just a figurehead, something just to say, oh, we got it. We
Yeah.
we're a small school and we got players or we got a person or whatever. But
Yep,
that's my
I
thoughts on
agree.
it.
I agree with what I was saying, because like, let's be real, ain't this a Trey Young or nothing, but he probably ain't really doing no real GM work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He the
So
face.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So when the recruit come, whenever they get the recruit to come to the campus, he'll probably be there they'll FaceTime, whatever they'll do like that.
Or
He gonna
he'll
do all. He
send
gonna.
like a Blake Griffin down there.
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah,
To
something
Blake
They
like
gonna
Griffin
that.
ain't
they
playing no more.
they gonna make sure each. They gonna make sure the ones that's in basketball, hell, football too. They gonna make sure that person meets up face to face with each recruit.
Yeah, I remember the saying. That's use the connections that they have for their
Of
professional stuff.
course, of
Mm-hmm.
course, of course.
Yeah, I saw. I forgot who they say USC's basketball GM is, but I seen. I guess that's for Gilbert Arenas' son going.
Yeah.
He going to USC.
So let me ask y'all this, and saying and keeping on with the same topic. So you as a recruit, let's just put you like, would that actually sell you to a thing like that? Because I mean, maybe the new generation of kids nowadays, but we come
Sell
from
me
the
to
era.
that. Sell me to a school.
So let's say you want to go to FSU, right? And then or like, you got your Jameis Winston come and he said, "Hey, Mike, FSU this, FSU that, blah 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 blah." That's gonna move you.
Meet him, yeah, but as far as like, I'm gonna dissect everything up. I'm just gonna see like if I go, I'm gonna guarantee and to make sure that I'm gonna actually get some PT. I ain't gonna just go just because it's just Winston. Hell, nah.
No, but I'm just saying, like, even not just Winston himself. I'm just saying, like, like Peter Ward, Warwick Dunn. Some of these other
Who?
greats, whoever. Like, does that move y'all? Like, would that move you or your kid? You think to be like, oh, dad, I met.
It'll move the kid more than to move me. I mean, I get a little wild factor in there, but as far as just me personally, like if I wanted to sign my letter of intent to them, I gotta know for a fact that I'm like I said, because I'm trying to go out there and ball. And if I can't do that,
Well, I tell you what.
that's a no for me, man.
I tell you what. I know somebody we can ask. We're going through it right now, and I know y'all see it on social media. Terrence Bacon's son right now
Yep.
going through it. He went
Yeah.
to the swamp. He went to the swamp yesterday. I seen for the spring game. But
Yeah.
I'm like Ozzy said, it depends on the like if it was me, that one swayed me. I gotta feel comfortable where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
like I remember hearing Carmelo talk about what happened with his son, and like he said when they went out to USC, they were like USC showed all the bells and whistles. It was like they were trying to show him that California life and all that stuff, but he was just he said he just felt more comfortable going to Syracuse. You know,
Yeah.
even though everybody know a daddy a legend there. You know what I'm saying? Like he just said, even though and let's be real, Syracuse basketball team ain't that good right now. But he still decided to like, nah, I'm gonna go where my daddy went to school at. So, you know, hey, I
And one
appreciate
thing
kids
about
taking the challenge.
Syracuse, since I done lived there before, the only thing he gonna be doing is hooping
Mm-hmm.
because it's snow on the ground damn near the whole year up there. Okay, he like 3.5 hours away from the city, so he'll be able to see his pop or whatever. 9 times out of 10 in his situation, he probably won't even see the campus. He probably will. It probably will just be basketball season, and he'll be out. He
Mm-hmm.
probably won't even see the campus in his case. But yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
that's the best place for him. He ain't got to be, worrying about. He ain't going to a Miami or USC, ain't got to worry about falling off in some BS. Like I say, he up there, just gonna be straight hoop, and that's it.
Yep. Yep. And I guarantee you too. See, Gilbert Arenas' son already been on that West Coast, so he used to all the attention. I guarantee you next year you're gonna see him. That TMZ probably gonna have him at the club.
Yeah,
Something, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Something gonna go down.
It
Like,
always do.
and then you got to remember, he supposed to be I know he's #1 high school player. I don't know if he predicted to be the first pick next year, but I'm pretty sure he in that top tier if he decided to come out. So
yeah, but I don't know. I mean, to me, I just don't see how that really moves people, because I would want to know what the track record of the coaches is, because I'm like, is you putting people out there? Is you bringing out the potential out of me or out of the players that come here? That's what you really need to be looking at, because at the end of the day, you got to match your personality to whoever the coach is going to be, because you trying to make it to the next level. Is they going to push you to that level, or is you going to just flip flop around?
I ain't gonna lie to you too. The perfect example is that kid real old boy that was at UNLV this past year that did the little NIL thing. Oh, I want more money. You won 2 games, then you wanted more money. Then now you got the boy at Tennessee,
NICO, I'm a leader.
Yeah, you okay? You was all right. You got Tennessee to the playoff, but now I wanna go from 2 to 4 mil. Tennessee was like, nah, we good.
Yeah, but you know why he did that though?
Why?
There's one quarterback right now that didn't do a damn thing, and they automatically just gave this guy $4 million off the top, and he didn't do a fucking thing.
Talking about Carson Beck?
Bam.
But
bam.
hold on there, Mike. Hold on now. Carson Beck was predicted to be the #1 pick.
Predicted to be.
Carson Beck, did he win the SEC a year ago? Carson Beck had a far better body of work to me than NICO. NICO, he choked, man. He was choking in games and all type of stuff, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Hold up, before we go there, because Carson Beck was
I know how you feel about it.
No. Not even because I think he ugly and trash, right? But
there it is.
Carson Beck played like hot garbage last year. He was averaging like 2 to 3 picks a game.
You hear that, Smith?
Like
you hear that, Smith?
6, 7 games
okay.
Okay.
He wasn't doing anything last year outside of maybe the first 2-3 games and the last half against Alabama where we was getting blown out, and then all of a sudden we get blown out.
But hold on, Isaac. Y'all receivers were trash last year,
my dog. The year before now he was showing out when he had McConkey out there and brought Bowers out of the throw that played him too. Hey, he was balling. But last year, I can't really fault him 100%. Because I will say our receivers was even more trash. Them jokers was straight. Right. They was like, I don't even know what to call them things, but they was not receivers. Okay, first up, they were cornerbacks. They were cornerbacks playing receiver.
That's the only reason I thought Notre Dame had a chance against Georgia, because I knew Georgia receivers wasn't that good.
What's gonna show up?
You know what I'm saying?
One thing about Miami.
Miami was desperate. I'm be real about it. Let's be real about it. Miami
and they alone don't mind spending money. They literally don't mind spending money. They spend money for the sake to say they spent money.
Right. And then you got
he got more money than Cam Ward did last year.
Yep.
So a lot of people was mad about that.
And then you got to look at it too. Miami. Me and Marcus both saw the Miami Bowl game. Look here, man. When Cam Ward ran out the game, you saw that offense wasn't nothing. So they felt like, hey, we have to pony up. It's just how bad you want it.
Right.
So
do y'all think these universities is gonna start putting protections in place against stuff like that, against players holding them up for money in the future?
Oh, it's gonna be a contract.
Yeah, because
I think so.
There's gonna be a whole contract.
Ain't something supposed to happen at Congress this week or next week?
Yeah, that same shit Nick Saban been trying to get kicked off these past couple of years with his hating ass. Yeah.
I do think though, I ain't gonna lie though, I do think it should be a cap. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
I do think it should be a cap. And I don't think that it should go to a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. I think it should be in tiers. Like, okay, if you're a freshman, a sophomore, you know, you could balance it out. Like, how you gonna divvy the money up depending on your, like, if you're a freshman starter, okay, you might get a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? If you're a junior, senior, you can get close to the max, or you can get close to it or the max, and you know what I'm saying. That's the bottom line. And to me, that make more sense because you can't have a freshman come in and make 5, 6, 7 million, and you a senior that been there all 4, 5 years, and you barely scraping for 1 million. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then, like I was saying, the perfect example is the dude that was at UNLV. You win the first 2 games at UNLV. You know what I'm saying? But dude, you can't even throw the ball like that. You couldn't even get the ball to their best receiver. That was in the Mount Rest. Them jokers was happy he was gone. And they still made a conference championship game.
Yeah, they thought they was gonna fall out without him playing, but now they actually play better.
And then now he done transferred where his old coach was. He gone to James Madison, and he ain't even the starter. He ain't even the starter at James Madison.
But see, that's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm not a fan of the NIL, because you go to a school, you make 2-3 million, right? Then all of a sudden, your performance ain't up to par. So then you get pushed out, and then somebody else got your spot. Now you mad and you butt hurt, and now you gonna leave because now they ain't gonna pay me my money, and somebody took my spot. So now I'm gonna jump in the portal and go somewhere else because.
You think the schools should be held accountable? Like, because a lot of times, they be putting out there, they pretty much be straight lying to some of these cats. Not everybody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you have a contract. You know what I'm saying? A contract, put it on paper, black and white. You have it in black and white. Ain't nothing nobody can say. You or the school.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thought on it. I mean, like I said, I've never been a fan of NIL. I didn't, because my thing is this, right? Yes, you out there and they making millions. I get it, all right, but at the same time, you got a scholarship, bro. You getting your school paid for, and your whatever, right? And then half the time, you get a scholarship, and you only there 2-3 years. You don't even get a degree because you over there just playing for sports.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna knock the person for trying to make money. And that's cool. Okay, I got a sponsorship with Bojangles. They're gonna give me some money. Now I can eat good at Bojangles and not have to worry about going to the cafeteria. Okay, I get it. I don't know the struggles that they go through in college no more because it's different now. But you know what I'm saying? Different. At the same time, you got other people over there, financial aid, or they mom and pops mortgaging their house so they can get them through school. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like 2 different ways. Like, I see it from their perspective, but then I see it from the other perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been a proponent. You got a scholarship. You got a full ride. You got a full ride. All you need money for is food and maybe
room and board.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And you going to a prestigious school. You going to a university. Like, this ain't no community college you playing at. This is an actual FSU, UGA, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Prestigious historical colleges.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but that's the world we live in, man. We live in a world where you gotta try to milk what you can out of anything. And, I mean, I ain't gonna knock the hustle, man. It's just that's just not me.
How it is, remember when what's that player that played for Carolina State? Marcus Williams, that defensive end. I think that was his name. Last name Williams.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Shit, it was that time. At that time, there was NIL wasn't even thought of, but hell, he was working. I remember they were saying he was working at Subway just to get that extra money. So at that time, years back, those years compared to now, it's like, hey, all you can do is you can sit, you can just play games because that the NIL because the NIL money is going up. So
and
it's
then
just
like
different.
they said for college football, for the game that's coming out this year. Remember last year they only got what $600 something like that. Yeah. I think this year they getting like 15.
Bro, that can't sold out millions, bro.
Mm-hmm. They get 15. Every player supposed to get 15. Now, the big name players, whoever gonna be able to sponsor the game, they're gonna get a little more than that. But but everybody from what I read, everybody getting 15.
Nice. I mean, I get it, bro. Like I said, I get it. I understand it. I understand the hustle. I mean, but at the same time, I think, like I said, everything now is a brand. You a brand. You're not even a player. You a brand. Like, oh, not only are you getting me, but I need to get this so that I could be out there. Like, I need to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what bothers me the most. It's like, I come from the old school. You got to be school of the hard knocks. You got to go in there and bust somebody's head, show them who the big dog is in the football field. Do your thing between the lines and go on about your business. Nah, you want to look pretty. You want to go back to your room and get on. Like look at Travis Hunter. Like, I ain't knocking Travis Hunter. He that ball balling now. He ball. I ain't gonna knock him. But that Juggle, he got a Bleacher Report thing where he can go and stream his little video games and talk about the things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He got the Aaron Rodgers treatment. Aaron Rodgers go to Pat McAfee every Monday. Talk about whatever. And then you got college players doing the same thing.
Yep.
You ain't earned it. Like, you ain't. Yeah, you're a big dog in college, but that's not the NFL, buddy.
Right.
When a D line run 4.5, that ain't nothing. And
then it looked like he finna go to New York, one of the most pressure cities in the world.
Who else?
They talking about Travis Hunter.
I thought they had him going to Cleveland.
That's what I keep hearing, bro. I keep hearing Cleveland, man.
But I still think they want your boy from Penn State. Cause y'all got to remember this line season now. Everybody gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man.
I mean, Cleveland will be a good fit for him, but who gonna throw the ball? Joe Flacco?
Yeah, he went back to Cleveland.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what I was about to say. Who gonna throw the ball? Joe Flacco? Deshaun Watson? Whichever one. I don't know which.
Flack.
Only thing Deshaun gonna be throwing is a towel over here with.
Yeah. He
But this is crazy though. Hey, Flacco now. Like sooner or later, the cliff got to hit.
Oh yeah, but you gotta remember. Look what he's done. Look what he did in Cleveland a couple years ago. Juggle balling out. Shouldn't even got benched. He should have just finished the season.
He gonna start, and Cleveland's gonna end up getting a quarterback in the draft, I think.
Probably
so. So be on the lookout for them picking up a QB.
I forgot who else they got. They got Kenny Pickett. Yeah, I forgot about that. Even though I didn't know, hey, he was my backup last year. Man, helped to get to the Super Bowl. He did.
And he got he got Super Bowl playing time.
Yeah, right. He took that kneel down.
Joe got PT in the Super Bowl. That's a darn shame when backups going to Super Bowl.
Yeah, he got a title.
Hey, but before we get any further, now since we got attack mode here and Mark is gonna be back on in a minute, and we got Mr. Polo Smith, we need to get onto the C6 after dark conversation.
No, we don't, man.
No, we don't.
No, we don't, man. No, we don't, man.
Wow.
It don't matter to me, but I remember what I said.
No, I ain't talking about like stories. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do with this little shindig that the ladies.
I can't answer that question. That's on the guy in the blue.
What I'm trying to get
the guy in the blue shirt. The guy in the blue shirt.
When we gonna do this little shindig with your old lady and her friends? Because I need to know what we getting into real quick, like. Because I've heard little mumblings, I've heard little chatter, I heard a little gift of gabs here and there. I need to know: is this going to happen, or is they in the bubble right now? Is they bubble gumming? Is Is that what I'm hearing right now, or is this going to happen, bro?
Hey, make sure they plan this out, man, strategically. See, like for us, our zone was 2 years in the making, maybe more.
Right.
So make sure they plan out everything, bro.
Because
put it that way. Put it that way.
I know she talked to a couple of them, and
look,
yeah, it's supposed to happen.
All I want to know is, like, you know what I'm saying? I know Marcus said he gonna put his hand in it, do a little thing, follow it. I want to know when they gonna jump on to the C6 channel so that we can introduce them and we can go ahead and give them the 5 degree real quick, like, because I want to see what this hoopla is about with this little shorty Dubai that Mike was talking about.
Oh, who you talking about? I want to know who you talking about.
I don't know the chick. I ain't know that. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know.
I don't know. Do we need to bring your wife on here? Like, excuse me, ma'am. Can we find out when we gonna because you know, I mean, I shoot the shots. I shoot the.
I didn't kick it. I didn't kick it with her, but I know.
You hear that?
Me being in the wedding or whatever. So.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Call him Polo Smith to the front, please. Call him Polo Smith. We need to go ahead and put you to the front, sir.
All right.
You wrote order. We are in control.
I gotta forward my mind back to that day.
You won't know, man, because if you reference it to me, you never see me in a conversation with it. It just so happened that I'm good with faces. I know who was in it and who weren't in it, but Cuz referring to
the culture vulture.
Let's see.
I'm gonna shoot shots, bro. Okay, I don't know the girl.
More of the lighter complexion.
More of the pale kind, the saltine, the Ritz, the saltine.
Miles, damn, bro.
Hey.
What you call it? But to answer the question, look at my head. Look at my head. Hey, look at my head.
Yeah, I know who you talking about. Yeah, I already knew. I figured that was
the Keebler Golden Club crackers.
Oh man,
about to make me cuss.
Hey, man, we got. Have y'all ready to discuss the rest of the subjects on the board, man?
Yeah.
No, we got some more. We got some more coming up. But
okay.
My thing is,
I had my laugh in.
Whatever they got planned, whatever they're gonna do, any idea or what kind of show they want to do?
Mm-hmm. They
like, is it gonna be?
They ain't discussing with me. I know when Renee talked to her cousin, they was discussing about what they'll talk about, but I ain't really get too much more of that.
Look, tell them Zero Cool said if they bout it, then be bout it. You know what I'm saying? So we can shout it, you know.
Okay, Master P. I'll let them know.
I'm just saying, bro. If they, I told you, is they doing this? Is they bubble gumming? You know, is they just flapping lips?
I'm gonna say what I always say. Now with these situations, everybody grown.
All I'm saying, I just want to interview. That's it. I just want to interview for a couple of them. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
You know, you could throw your old lady out interview, and I throw your old lady friends. We can interview. I just want to throw a couple of interviews out there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do. You know, I want to know if the stories I hear is true.
I hear you.
You know, I'm just a curious individual with a mind that's just sometimes taking place.
I understand. Like I said, everybody grown.
You damn right we are, sir.
Yeah.
Because, you know, your boy finna come home for a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm about to make a little trip. Because this hamstring workout, I got a little shouted out there about
bring your equipment.
I'm bringing equipment all right. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, but I'm bringing
podcast equipment. Let me be more. Let me
your laptop.
Yeah, podcast equipment.
Oh man!
See what happened when you get this that Adult Swim time almost.
Man. Y'all boys, wow, man.
Yeah, we tend to be, man.
Yeah. But yeah, just that's shout out to the viewers watching. We got 105 viewers watching between Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. But yeah, this is the type of stuff y'all gonna see coming soon. But yeah, we trying to build a big network. You got the C6 podcast, you got the male point of view. We're trying to get some more shows jumping off. We want to get some stuff going from a female point of view. We can't be in here with on some caveman shit all the time. So you got to get the women's point of view.
Feminine. You got to get that feminine touch to it.
Yeah. You can't listen to a bunch of savages and cavemen all the damn time.
Right.
Miles, you got your phone on you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sing something real quick. Just to you though. I ain't gonna say it.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I already know who this joker gonna want to interview first.
I already told you. I said the culture boss.
Nah, it ain't gonna be that one.
Oh, it's another one.
Ain't gonna be that.
You see my ears perk up like a rabbit.
Ain't gonna be that. Ain't gonna be that one. I already know who it's gonna be.
Excuse me?
I already know who it's gonna be. Cause he gonna be cause as soon as he hear that one talk, he gonna be like, I like a challenge. I can hear it now.
Oh man, you funny though.
Right.
I don't know, man. I'm too old for that.
Yeah. Hey, did y'all see that show on Prime? What's it called? Got man. Forgot her name. That starred. What was the show used to come on ABC not too long ago? How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, talking about G20, that movie?
Yeah. I'm like, what in the world?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
I ain't watched it yet, but
I ain't watched it yet either. I seen the trailer for it, but I had planned on watching it though.
I just sent it to you.
It look like it's good.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's the one.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
My man.
Country Fried Grits.
That one, huh?
I'm gonna do the Denzel, my man.
I'm just saying, it's been a while since I did a little powder. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
whoa. Pause on that too.
Yeah.
Big time. All right, big discussion right here. I see. Discussion right here. I see.
So I see Clippers putting in
the y'all can't see that on the screen.
Yeah.
So y'all can't see the graphic on the screen. All right.
Yeah.
NBA playoffs slash play-in. First of all, y'all see how it lined up. Want to get y'all thoughts on the play-in tournament. Number one, why the hell did the Mavericks even push to get in? They should have, once AD went down, they should have just rolled. They should have just tanked the rest of their season. However they could have did it.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I guess
I
that's. I
don't know
guess it's
what they.
probably something. I guess it's probably something that they didn't want to do, man. They just wanted to finish strong, I guess,
No, they trying to
regardless of the
prove.
cat.
They trying to. They trying to
Prove what?
They trying to
Hey,
justify that
Miles might be.
trade. Let me tell you something, man. Hold up. I'm good. All right.
Yeah, we got
Go
you.
ahead.
Yep.
Nico Harrison and Nico Harrison, he might get fired. Don't be shy to get fired at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because man, you saw that reaction the other night when Luka went back to Dallas.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Half the fans were cheering for him and all that stuff, man. Man, man, that whole situation bad in Dallas. Jason Kidd probably barely holding on, man. Cause I'm be honest, I don't think he wanted to trade Luka.
No.
I don't think he
Probably.
wanted to.
He's trying to make it work.
I'm what I'm saying. So basically, this man, Nico Harris, whatever, he don't put Jason Kidd job on the line and his. Basically. And you got to remember, Mark Cuban don't own the team no more. So I'm be honest, I won't be
He
shocked.
just the president.
I won't be shocked. Dallas start being bad the next couple of years because you got to remember, Kyrie probably ain't gonna start the year next year because he come back from ACL.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
So
they should have. That's why they should have. That's why they should have tried to tank the rest of the season, so they could have got a good. So they could have got a good spot, got a good position in the lottery because they're
yeah.
gonna need all the help they can get.
Look, look, man. You
Shout
see
out
what
to Arlie
second
McGrill from Philly.
bro.
Miles, see some of your people.
Yeah, yeah. That's my big bro in Philly. Oh
All right,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. 'Cause I see left a comment on YouTube. Yeah, appreciate you watching, man. Gotta get you on sometime.
That's right. That's right. We need to get him on here. But
Yeah, I want to talk to somebody about that. Well, it's done blown over, but that whole scandal with that stadium they tried to get built in Philly. I don't know if that situation is over with
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
it's over with now, basically. But yeah, they basically were gonna move 76 to New Jersey, basically. That's basically where they're gonna
Yeah,
move, man. Yeah,
Trenton, New
that's
Jersey.
basically where they're gonna move, man. But man, them people would have ride down. You don't live up there, Marcus. Oh, Arlie said let him know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
The Lakers is playing the Timberwolves in the first round. Y'all think that's a safe matchup for them since everybody wanted them to get a cupcake in the first round? It is supposed to be Lakers in 5, like Shannon say.
I'm
Ah,
returning up next.
oh, hold on. Before we get into that, Arlie said they wanted to build the stadium downtown, but they ain't have room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, something about like it wouldn't have had room, and it would have been like the smallest stadium in the league if they did build it.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it wouldn't have been the room.
But
Because right now, State Farm Arena is actually the smallest arena. State Farm in Atlanta is actually the smallest arena right now. They say it would have been smaller than that.
wow.
Yeah.
What? Nah, I think that was the best matchup the Lakers probably could got. But I think Minnesota probably. I think it'll go 6 games either way it go. I think it'll go because it look like the last couple times I watched Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves, it looked like him and Julius Randle got a sync going together now a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's been the complaint all year. They shouldn't have got rid of Cat. You know what I'm saying? So it look like they starting them. They got
Yeah.
a little rhythm going, but like I say, it'll probably be 6 games. I don't know about. I ain't finna do the Shannon Lakers in 5, but honestly, if they would have played the Warriors in the first round, I ain't gonna lie to you, they probably would have lost.
You don't think Minnesota? You
Warriors
don't think
could.
Minnesota? You don't think Minnesota can beat the Lakers?
Nah, I don't think Minnesota beat the Lakers.
Well, the Lakers gonna get washed.
Yeah,
Because
after the second round, they gonna break out the first round. Anything in the second round, they ain't guaranteed nothing.
right,
after the second round.
right. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I thought the Warriors would have beat them in the first round. No lie. But what seed the Clippers got?
Fifth.
Fifth.
The Clippers have fifth seed.
So they play Denver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So the only way the Clippers and Lakers will play, it'll be the Western Conference Finals.
But they ain't.
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't. Well, I was just trying
They
to.
ain't.
No. I know that, but I'm just how the NBA like try to pull shit. That's why.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why.
Yeah.
we know. Yeah, we know.
That's what I'm saying.
NBA writers room.
Right, that's what
NBA
I'm saying.
creative.
Cause let's just be honest here, fellas. They don't want to see Oklahoma City make no finals, even though they the best team. Let's just be real about that.
The most hilarious thing in the world would be the Thunder
They better.
and the
They
Cavs
better
in the
make it.
finals. ESPN would shit they draws if
Man,
that's the finals.
who got the who got the Western Conference Finals this year? Is it TNT? Is it TNT or ESPN got the Western Conference Finals?
TNT, this is the final year.
Okay. They probably don't want. They probably don't want.
Cuz,
They
what the hell
probably
you doing?
man. They probably don't want. They probably don't want. OKC
Oh,
in
yeah.
there either.
Yeah, I sent to the text me.
OKC, they better.
Goodness.
They better get there. They better get there. They deserve to be there, man.
Yeah, I agree with you,
Yeah.
but uh, I can see some funny business going on. I can see
Yeah,
that too.
but yeah, with which team though?
Put it like this: if the NBA had their way,
That is a good way to phrase it. But go ahead, finish up.
all right. If the NBA had their way, I'm just going from the conference final perspective. If the NBA had their way, they would want Lakers and Clippers. That's if they have their way.
Yeah, because
But
they damn sure don't want no Nuggets.
right, and see, you ain't got no Phoenix. Phoenix ain't in the playoffs, so you ain't gonna see Kevin Durant. They probably don't want the Houston Rockets in there because half of these jokers probably don't even know who play for the Rockets.
Yeah. And Malika Andrews don't want to have to prop up email Doka because she done talk so much trash about him.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So
So
when
they'll lose. So according to the way it's set up, they'll lose against because Golden State gonna beat Memphis. So they'll lose against Golden State in 6.
that's possible.
I don't think nobody want to play Golden State right now.
I mean, Houston can beat them now. Don't get it twisted, but they won't. They won't.
Mm-mm.
Houston too young. They ain't experienced nothing yet. Mm, I
I
can
don't know,
see
man.
that.
Um,
I
I'm
I
looking
ain't
at
gonna lie. I got Boston
go
coming out
ahead.
the East. I got Boston coming out the East. Even
I
though
got about.
I know Cleveland done had a good season, but I just feel like at the end of the day, Boston probably gonna figure out a way to pull it out.
I agree.
Mhm.
So you see Boston and who in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Boston and Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Cause if you want the NBA to have it the way they want it, they probably want Boston and New York. If you look at it that way, but if we talking basketball sense, it probably gonna be Boston and Cleveland.
Yeah, Pistons gonna end up beating New York, man.
Let me tell you something. Pistons finna give New York a run for their money at the very least.
I feel like that's gonna be the most entertaining series in the first round. Pistons and the Knicks.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
They blew the Knicks out. I think that was Friday. I saw they beat the brace off the Knicks. Now, granted, I think Josh Hart ain't played, and somebody else. I think Anunoby didn't play, but they still had Brunson. They still had Cat. So
I think the Pistons can actually pull it, man.
they probably can. It's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna be one of those series. They're gonna have to steal one in New York.
Not a problem.
They're gonna have to steal one in New
Pistons
York.
giving me that We Believe Warriors vibe.
Yep.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe they give me.
That was like what, the 2009 Warriors?
Yeah, that was with Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson.
No, 07.
Yeah. That's when they beat Dallas, right, in the first round, right?
So we all can do something right now. Pick an upset right now. Whichever side. Pick an upset as far as how we see it. I'm gonna say Pistons. I'm gonna say Pistons gonna upset the Knicks.
I mean, I say whoever played the Rockets is an upset.
That'll be Golden State of Memphis. So
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go out on the super limb. If Miami get in, I can see them beating Cleveland.
Ooh, boy. Ooh. Man, all right.
If Miami get in, not Chicago.
All right, I'm gonna go out on them here. Right in the play-in, Orlando playing Atlanta. Winner that play Boston, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn. I just
pretty much same matchup as last year. Atlanta won to play in and had to play Boston and got beat.
Boston might not want to play Orlando.
That's what I'm about to say.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. They don't want to play Orlando.
To be honest, because I actually been watching Orlando a lot this year. The only reason, because remember, they was a top 4 seed last year. And the only reason they probably ain't get it this year is because they lost their backup center. It was old boy brother. They had some they both went to Michigan. Wagner, his brother, the center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He got hurt. He out for the year. Then somebody else, some of their depth got hurt pretty much like that. Then you lost your starting shooting guard, old boy from Gonzaga.
Suggs,
you know what I'm saying? He out for the year. So dang, I think Cole Anthony been on and off hurt. So they lost a lot of depth.
Big loss. That's a big loss there.
So if it was to be an upset, it'd be a hell of an upset. I'll probably choose Orlando over Boston.
All right. I guess we gonna see.
Mm-hmm. But before I go, guys, I do gotta ask this one question. How you feel? All right, when the NFL draft is, not this week.
24th.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
We gonna do a mock draft show, or how we gonna do it?
The first round.
A mock sounds fun, man.
I mean, we could do
So we would do it what?
like a
Monday night, Tuesday night,
Yeah.
the week of
wait.
Week
Talking about
of
the
the
mock
draft.
draft.
the week of the draft. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how we gonna do it? Like just like a snake? Like we'll just each one pick the pick, or we just gonna like everybody say, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do it like that. Each one make the
Yeah.
pick.
We just
we
pick
go in
on.
order.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like Marcus will go first with the first pick, then Miles, me, you, and then Marcus with the fifth.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
works. Cause man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I did get this week. Remember what we talked about with the Jaguars? Talk,
Mm-hmm.
I talked to somebody. They said, yeah, all the mock drafts got them taking Buddy from Michigan, right? The defensive tackle. But they said, don't always go. They said that might not be it. The Jaguars might mess up the whole top after the top five. That's what they tried to say. Like the person told me they can either trade down, get more picks. He was like, they're gonna take somebody that everybody gonna be like, damn. Like it might be like when the Falcons y'all took old boy last year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cause cause he told me it's like what we talked about already. Yeah, it's picking up steam that they want old boy from Boise. It picking up steam.
Oh boy.
Genty.
Mm-hmm. And we
Oh
all know
boy.
the
Oh
Raiders,
boy.
and everybody know the Raiders want. You know what I'm saying? So it's picking up a little steam. Picking up a little steam. Cause that's where he's from. He Jayville. They need, like I said, Travis Etienne ain't he ain't his contract ain't, well, he on last year of his deal. So
Yeah.
make a little sense. Cause pretty much Travis, we all know Travis Hunter going in top four. He going
No
top
doubt.
four. So that knock him off right there. Abdul Carter, he probably going in top four. You know what I'm saying? And stretch him off. They don't need no quarterback. On the contrary of what LaShawn McCoy say, so you scratch Karen Ward off, okay? So what they Jacksonville need a lot. They need a corner, running back, offensive lineman, defensive line, interior offensive line, interior offensive line. So
We need receiver too, right? Now they got what receiver they got?
They
they
need
got Brian
one.
Thomas.
They need one.
They
Cause they
need one
lost.
To
though.
Cause they lost Kirk, right?
Yeah, they all
yeah,
Kirk.
he went to Houston.
You could put the boy from Arizona in there.
McMillan or whatever name.
Hmm. But then you gotta look at it too. They paid Gabe Davis all that money last year, and then he got hurt, and he didn't give us that contract. So they might play Gabe Davis. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're gonna play Gabe Davis.
They got
But
to, man. They broke bread with him.
uh well, the last regime broke bread with him. Nah, this another one for you. Tight end for Penn State. Cause they got rid of Evan Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he went to Denver.
Yeah. So I'm just throwing, and then you gotta remember, cause how I try to look at stuff so far, I try like they got a new head coach. Where he come from? Tampa. Okay. Tampa always what Tampa have? Two good receivers, tight end, and they had two good running backs. So that's why I'm trying to, what kind of offensive vision he looking at.
He
Mm.
probably gonna mirror. He probably gonna mirror just the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know. I know too. On some of the mock drafts I seen, they was talking about they're talking about the Raiders. They said let's just say the Raiders don't get Genty, they might try to trade down and get more picks. Or they might take Ohio State wide receiver because of Chip Kelly. Because you know what
I
I'm
s-
saying? That's what Chip Kelly, he was their coach OC last year. So
if it's an offensive piece, whether it be a running back or wide receiver, is needed because they do need to put somebody with Bauer. So one way or the other,
yeah.
it won't
Well,
be as bad.
you know what I can see the Raiders doing? I can see them taking the right. What's the right? A Jibba. I can see them taking him, the
Who?
wide receiver for Ohio State.
Oh, and Booker and Big
Or
and
Booker.
Bika,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
I can see them. I can see them taking him and then taking that running back in the second round if he be there.
Yeah,
Because one thing about Chip Kelly, he gonna want some toys.
yeah.
Cause Pete gonna run the defense. Well, I don't think he gonna be calling the play, but you know that's what Pete Carroll is. So we'll see. We'll see.
Mm.
But fellas, I gotta get out here. I gotta get to bed.
No, I'm about to be right behind you, bro.
All right, brothers.
All right, man.
All right.
Hey, before you go, Miles,
man.
Miles. Hey, Miles,
Yeah,
don't forget.
I got you, player.
You're
All
nasty.
right.
Balls.
All right, I'll holler. Polo
All
Smith
right,
out.
man.
All right.
All right.
All right, so about this mock draft. The draft is on the 24th. So y'all want to do it on the 21st, which is a Monday?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Monday or Tuesday? Yeah.
Monday will work.
That way
Yeah.
we can just go through the
Do it
draft
like that.
real quick, do like a little player profile on them, or how they would fit between the team, and the reason why we picked them for that team. That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. That sounds good to me.
It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I don't play Minecraft, so
That's what matter, man.
Yeah,
It's how
I
they
ain't
feel it.
familiar with the game either.
It's how they feel about it.
they was in there screaming and clapping and throwing popcorn and all the other jazz. I'm like, okay. It kind of felt like when I don't know if y'all went to see when Endgame came out, and
I didn't.
kind of that vibe.
What I did see on the commercial that they were advertising on TV, what's the name, man? They keep having him looking a little bit of fruity, man.
Jason Momoa,
Yeah, man.
he was funny. I give him that. He was funny.
Oh, I bet it was. It's just dress code. Because if
Well,
you
it
go
fit
back
with the
to,
character. It fit with the character.
oh, okay,
Cause he was like he was like a character that was stuck in like. You ever seen the movie Pixel?
not all of it.
Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah, with Adam Sandler. It was kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
seen it.
the old,
Stuck in the 80s.
yeah, pretty much, because he was like an arcade champion and he was just riding that wave forever.
Okay. Yeah. Well, at least the kiddos enjoyed it, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they did.
You
Yeah,
know,
they did.
that's what's up, man.
Shoot, I'm ready to see Sinners on Friday. I was hoping I could find a copy online to watch, so I wouldn't have to go to the movies. But hell, if I don't find a copy 29 Friday, I'm just gonna go to the movies and watch it.
The one I do want to see, it came out yesterday. Well, excuse me, Friday. Amateurs.
What's that about?
Um, Lawrence Fishburne on it in there, but I think this dude, I can't
Oh
call his
yeah,
name right now, but
amateur. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
the amateurs, yeah,
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 I know you're talking about
yeah,
the amateur.
yeah, that shit right there. I want to see that. I want to see that. I might even check my movie list, man, to see if it's out already, man. So I might even look at that before I shut it down tonight.
9 times out of 10, it's on that Fire Stick. If it's something that's out already in theaters, it's definitely on the Fire Stick. But one thing, like I say, I be checking it when it ain't hit the theater. Sometimes it's on there, sometimes it's not. But if it's in the theaters, it's definitely on there.
Look, that don't remind me of what they call them things downrange, the little or the dude be like, hey, my friend, come, I got the good cheaper than Walmart. The
you talking about
What you
talking about the training exercise?
No, what the
you talking about
the real thing when they would come and sell you the DVDs and stuff, the bazaars.
Oh, the Haji.
Yeah, the Haji Marts.
Yeah, we're gonna say that word. Yeah,
I was gonna say something else, but that probably would have been worse.
Boy, they had them good bootlegs on deck. Boy, I remember I had doggone what movie came out? I think this was when Saw 3 came out. Saw 3 was supposed to come out around October, and I had that shit in damn July.
Marcus, you remember?
Go ahead.
You remember I used to be that dude, man, that used to have the movies on deck, man?
Yeah, when we was out there at Blockers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. Ooh, man, I was working at the I think I was still working at Claxton Poetry at the time. I would take stacks because I've always keeping contact with what's paying attention as far as what's coming out. So that Thursday, that Friday, I hit it hard because I know Monday, it's time. Man, I would,
bro.
On a good day, put it this way, on that Monday, I would leave at least with a good 100. I always settle for like 3 a piece. At on the top end, I think I brought home about $1 or more off movies alone.
Bro, I just remember them jokers be like, my friend, come on. We're cheaper than Walmart, my friend. Come. What you need? Well, them jokers had everything, babes.
Be like 10 movies on one DVD.
For real though. I don't know how they did it, bro.
Like you might have all seven Nightmare on Elm Street movies on one DVD. Now the box said you got them all on one DVD.
Yep. That's how I had got all the Boondocks from them.
On one disc?
On one disc.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
They was out there. Hey, they was out there, bro. Anything you need. Fake Movado watches, they got it. Look real. They was out there.
Some of that stuff was real.
Oh, I believe it. You know, because
you just they got it. They got it at some dirty means. Somebody might have had to die for you to get that watch, but
hey, no, for real. There was this dude that used to work in the oh my god, what them thing? The MWR. And he worked as a cook. And if you went there long enough, he'll try to get you to, get stuff. That joker took me to the back one day after work. Joker had a whole 5 suitcases. What you want, my friend? You want Rolex? You want jewelry? I was like, yeah. I was like, man, you know how much money you got right here? Joker had everything you needed, bro. Silver, gold, rose gold, tricolor gold, watches, rings, earrings. I was like, Joker had everything. Jokers, that was you want to see some hustlers? It was some hustlers.
That's when I was racking up on them red monkey jeans, them Vizu jeans,
the Jinko, yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, Vizu.
I was racking up.
Oh, bro, when I was in Korea, when I was in Korea, $20 for the jeans.
Oh,
I remember they used to tell us not to wear them because some of the pockets had like naked women's and had some other designs that shouldn't. They had some crazy designs on the back pockets.
Don't forget about Jabot.
Oh, them Jabos, boy.
I had so many of them, man.
Boy, I
God
had every
dang.
when I was about Korea. But when I had every pair of Jabot colorways and Air Forces, because the Air Forces were $35, $45. Jeans was all $20.
This is a Vic hockey jersey that I bought in Korea for like $20. I ain't never seen it nowhere else before. Never seen it nowhere again. I might have wore this thing one time, but I like, damn, a Falcons hockey jersey. Yeah, I gotta jump on this hill. I might have wore this jersey one time my whole life, and I bought this back in 2007. And the only reason I was in Korea was because we was escorting a soldier back over there. That's the only reason I ended up over there for 2 weeks.
Man.
But yeah, they used to have all kind of exclusive stuff over there like that.
I just sent y'all some. This whole fit I got on this picture I just sent y'all, I got it from Korea. The Brad Jordans, the Vizu shorts, the custom made jersey, everything.
Yes, sir. Got a 912 on the bag. Okay.
Yep. And on the front, hold on, I'll show you the front. Because the front say it got the state of Georgia and it say Glenville on it.
What it is? Grey Goose bottle you holding?
I think that was a Bacardi one. Yeah, I think that was a Bacardi bottle. I got the Grey Goose bottle in here somewhere.
Oh, that's what's up.
Okay. Glenville.
What's up,
okay. That is a Georgia hat you got on.
Yeah.
Always remember where you come from, man.
I'm gonna show y'all the Gucci jacket I got from that too. I wish I still had some of these things, bro.
That always remember where you come from, my boy. One thing that was always tripped me when I was gone somewhere was I would meet people from like Claxton or Hinesville or stuff or places like that. At all these places, and as soon as we get around other people, they start asking where people from. Yeah, dog, I'm from Savannah, dog. I'm from Savannah. No, you ain't from no damn Savannah, dog. Dog, you from Claxton.
Oh man.
Me, I can't lie. I can't lie about where I'm from because number one, I got Glenville tattooed on me. Number two, my plates. Every time I got a plate, it said Tatner County on it. So I can't lie. But I do not get that. Like, dog, why y'all niggas claiming Savannah, man? What's up with that shit? I don't get that shit. Yeah, some niggas was claiming ATL. I used to correct niggas. Niggas used to try to call me. Used to try to call me ATL or whatever. Like, nah, I ain't from no ATL. I don't claim that place. I'm from 912.
Damn,
Atlanta, my home. That ain't my home. I am not from there.
What's up with this here, man?
Which one? The Soju?
Huh?
The Soju?
No, man. What the table is here going on, man?
Yeah, want the green bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Soju, bro.
The good stuff there.
Bro, when I say, now mind you, I don't. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Korea, I don't remember at all, bro. Like it's only glints and pieces of Korea I remember, because I was in there with a bunch of alcoholics every day, bro. What it was? It was but they had a day for everything. They had Throw It Down Tuesday, Way Back Wednesdays, Throwback Thursdays, fucked up Friday nights, shit face Saturdays, sober up Sundays. I forgot what Monday was, but it was something. But every day, bro. These jokers in back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And the only time we couldn't drink was when we did when we did 2ID when they did like the little 30 days whatever for 2ID. And we had it like it was like lockdown pretty much. Couldn't do nothing, couldn't go nowhere, couldn't do nothing. But it sold you, hey bro.
Yeah,
it's like sake
that
almost,
lockdown. I hate that because they would always do that when, let's say, somebody get a DUI over the weekend or somebody get killed, God forbid, which it happens sometimes. All right, lockdown or whatever. So nobody can't go nowhere. All the little social clubs is closed on post. You got the other people outside the post standing outside the regular clubs on uniform trying to see if soldiers going in or coming out. All that type of I can't stand that shit. That type of shit make you feel like you're in damn jail.
What's Buddy name right there, man?
I think J-Bo.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Bruce.
What's that? Yeah, big head Joker.
Bruce.
J-Bo
in the first second.
This the Brett Favre jersey I got from down there too. When he was with the Falcons. Yeah, I got going through my career
really?
album.
Hey, you definitely digging deep in the vault there, ain't you there, fam?
Bro, when I tell you,
damn Jabos.
With them Jordan 21s, I think, or the Dub Zeros, or whatever they were called. Huh?
Yeah, them the Dub Zeros with the laser etching on the sides.
Yeah.
You know they bought them Jabos bag. They just ain't as baggy as they used to. They fit like joggers. Still got the Velcro straps. Velcro straps on them and all.
So right before you.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But gonna call it a night, Channel 6.
That works.
North.
All right, folks.
All right. Peace out, everybody.
You can be anything you want to be. Remember, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't do the right thing, then nothing happens. But when you do right, guess what? Good things happen.